Welcome to Aqualuna 73, a realm where intuition moves like water and the moon remembers every journey. Here the eyes of the soul open gently, catching whispers from the deep wells of time, shaped by ancient forces, from the quiet power of Ra to the bold spark of Rik, guiding us through the unseen. In this space, the cup's tarot flows with quiet wisdom, while quantum sparks rise from the black well of possibility. The zodiac hums softly, minnow small yet universe-wide, reminding us that even the smallest ripple in the pond can change everything. Some messages drift in like secret tides, echoing the mystery that readers have long explored, even in the hidden corners of Secret Tarot. This channel is a sanctuary for seekers, queens, wanderers, and those drawn to tarot readings that feel like conversations with destiny. Some messages arrive like secret tides, others like ancient hymns, all meant to guide you through each season of becoming. Here at Aqualuna 73, your spirit speaks and the cards answer. Please step through. Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna 73. I apologize in advance. I know Luna is barking a lot, but I wanted to do this reading now and I can't wait until she stops barking, and she's not going to listen to me. That's one of her favorite pastimes. It's just continuously barking, watching out the window and looking out the window and watching the people and barking at the people in the street or any cars that pass by. Okay, if you have pets, you know where I'm coming from. Okay. Anyway, just ignore Luna's barking. And I also got a few comments of people that the volume on my videos are very soft, so I'm going to try and speak as loudly as possible. I haven't gotten to buying a microphone yet, but I will get to that. Okay, as the channel progresses, I will get to that. Anyway, like I said, this is a moon. I think I said it's a moon reading. It's a Vedic astrology, moon-based readings. We're going to do Aquarius. Oh my God, she's annoying, isn't she? Okay, so basically, okay, the overall theme for you, Aquarius moon, is overall recalibration and like an inner restructuring. Okay, and this is for the month of May. It's going to be leaning to, for you, it's going to be leaning towards internal shifts, Aquarius moon. It could be some of you feel that things are going very slowly. You're an Aquarius moon. Okay, the Aquarius moon, you are very in my opinion, somebody that's Aquarius. I don't want to, I'm also an Aquarius. Okay, so if I talk about this, it's like I'm blowing my own horn or something, which is not the case at all. Okay, but Aquarius is renowned for being not only the humanitarians of the zodiac, but also an intellectual sign. So whatever this is, there's some type of recalibration and restructuring that needs to occur in May, and you might be feeling that some things are very slowly, or there's slow progress in something. And now there's a bee in the room. Do you hear that? Okay. Oh my God, what now? Okay guys, you have to excuse me. I have to go and see what I can do. but it is a bee. Okay, there's not much I can do other than I wanna kill the bee, so I have to make sure she doesn't come into the room. She has to go out again. I'm sorry about well, this is what you have to deal with when you love in nature. Okay, I don't want to kill the bee, we need bees. Okay, but I'm also scared of being stung by the bee. But anyway, God, she wanted to leave. Oh my God, she gone. Okay, I have to check, guys. Okay, I don't know if she's gone. This is like just a few days ago. I had a spider, and then it was a gecko, and now it's a bee. Every time it's something different, if it's a bird or something and so forth. Okay, I'm just going to leave the window open. I think Mrs. B is gone. Okay, so basically, okay, sorry about that. That's like Hardy Das outside. Like I said, the overall theme is recalibration and restructuring for you, Aquarius moon. And you could also be feeling that things are very slow, but this is not what's happening. Okay, sometimes if we go through a period where you have to wait, it's almost like the universe is forcing you to wait because it's realigning you maybe with a new timeline or something different. Okay, I'm just going to see what key planetary influences you have here. Okay, just going to draw a few cards quickly. What lessons and messages do you have, my Aquarius Moon Collective, for this moon reading? Okay, your first two cards, third card. Okay, so your first card is the Four of Swords, your second card is the Five of Cups, and your third card is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Sun is going to move in May through your third and your fourth house, which is communications, your home, and your emotions. Okay. I don't know exactly what this is. If the Sun is going to move through your third and your fourth house, there's something that's going to be nurtured. This is what's coming through. I think some of you or most of you have faced some type of period here with these two cards. I wouldn't... It comes across as some type of emotional security. Okay. Family dynamics, emotional security, and mental peace. Okay. It's almost like the universe is going to place you in an energy of, oh my God, isn't this amazing? You got the Sun card, drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, and witness. I think you're going to step into your divine, if you're a divine female, you're going to step into your divine masculine energy. Yeah. Because if the sun is in your third and your fourth house, if I'm talking to a divine male, yeah, it's almost like you're going to be focusing more on your emotions and your feelings instead of actions. In other words, say for instance you're a divine male, okay, if I'm speaking to a divine male Aquarius moon here, you're an intellectual sign, and intellectual sign is, in my opinion, people that want to put their money where their mouth is. They're not going to be people who will just talk about ideas, but they want to incorporate ideas, change things, okay. In my opinion, I see air signs as change agents, as revolutionaries with ideas, with ideologies, with concepts or strategies or whatever, okay, whether it's in politics, whether it's in what type of industry, however you might find yourself in. It's, but instead of you implementing, doing, it's like you are an air sign. Sometimes you come across as, a lot of things come across as methodical, okay, disciplined, and not a lot of emotion and feeling go into something. It doesn't mean you're not a air sign that has feelings or emotions, but it's going to, there is some light that's going to be shown, how do you, what is the correct word? The universe is shining a light, which is the sun, on your third and your fourth house, where there is communication and emotions with these communications that are going to shift, okay. There's going to be a lot of feeling, maybe expressing yourself to the people around you, how much you care about them, how much you love them, and stuff like that, okay. Maybe you're going to have a lot of family time, okay, if you're in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere, it doesn't matter. Family time can be in winter or in summer. You go to the beach in summer, or you go on holidays with your family and spend quality time with each other. Or in winter, you do the same thing. One of my favorite pastimes with my kids in winter was to play board games, okay, in front of the fireplace, which is, and making s'mores and marshmallows, frying those stuff. We used to do all those stuff when the kids were small. Okay. Banyan blessings, security, the hermit, expansion and stability. I think this is where your energy is going to be in May. Focused on family, on security, on building some type of sound family dynamic. But it's going to be more feeling, in other words, more emotional, a more emotional and mental thing, okay. Okay, I'm going to draw another few cards. What additional lessons and messages do you have for my collector for this Aquarius moon Vedic astrology reading? Lessons and messages for my Aquarius moon collective. Okay, you got the the nine of coins, the Empress, and then you have the four of, what is this, a four? No, this is not a four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of coins. Okay, so Aquarius moon, Saturn is your ruling planet. Saturn has to do with the past. It has to do with, Saturn is also a planet that has to do with old things, like things that were binding, maybe contracts, or it could be relationships like divorces or marriages. Okay, it's like, yeah, with this energy, with Saturn, your ruling planet, this May is going to be a strong influence with these two cards, that it's going to encourage you, or you need to encourage discipline, patience, and long-term thinking with these three cards. Like I said, yeah, it also boils down to safety and security. Okay, the safety and security that you are building is obviously for your family, but Saturn is also here to bring balance and a strong influence of discipline and patience, because there's some type of long-term thing here. Here with this Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy, a very methodical energy, somebody that grinds to the every day. Okay, every day they go to work, they do what they need to do because they have a specific goal, but they're very patient about this. And this energy could feel very heavy because Saturn is also a very heavy energy, but it's also boiling down to building something sustainable. Okay, because the sustainability that you're trying to create, it's something long term, and it's something that's not only going to be beneficial to you but also others, with the Six of Coins, because this is like a charity card. Okay. With the Saturn energy, there's also this restrictiveness, this may, like I said, it's you are in the slow energy where you might feel you're stuck, but it's not stuck. It's you being basically prepared. Okay, you're being realigned for something. There's something that needs to age here. Okay, I don't know if it's some type of investment that you're waiting for that needs to age or mature. Say for instance you are a person with a small business. Obviously, okay, you want people to be aware of your business so that you can make money with uh, um with the stuff that you're making. Okay, this patience has to do with you trying to wait till something matures. Maybe you need to invest more in something, invest more energy into a craft, invest more energy into, say for instance you're an artist and you know you're going to be playing in a band, and this band requires you to be sharpened in your guitar skills. Obviously, what you're going to do is you're going to practice, okay, until you feel you're ready to belong to the specific band, because they are a very popular band, and everybody likes their music and they're looking for a guitar player. Okay, and they're looking at you and they say, okay, we want you to come and play as a guitarist in our band, but you need to still work on your skill. And you work on your skill, okay, because the skill needs to mature. You have support of Jupiter this May, and Jupiter is going to give you the support that you need in this endeavor, okay, with your home, okay, building that sustainable emotional growth in your home, in your relationships. And Jupiter's also a energy that's good for learning, okay. The words learning, unlearning, and relearning is coming to mind. I'm going to draw another. Wait, I'm going to. Can you give me a clarifier for these three cards, please? What additional messages do you have, my Aquarius collective, for this moon reading? Vedic astrology moon reading for my Aquarius collective. Hallowed heart, veneration, sensuality, gentleness, and nakedness. Okay. I think this nakedness and this gentleness is speaking about vulnerability. Okay. Being vulnerable or being vulnerable. In my opinion, I think it's almost like the universe is telling you to be, not to be afraid to show people who you are. Being authentic, okay? I don't know why this is coming to mind. Okay, I'm getting a download now about, it's a mother and a son, her younger son. His name is Torin, okay? And he's ADHD, autistic. And his mother, she was diagnosed at the age of 48 with autism and being autistic. She didn't know. So she basically, the page is, she started this page for her son to support him and to also create awareness around autism and create awareness around ADHD and support other people who have children that have ADHD and they themselves, because if your son or your daughter has ADHD or is on the spectrum, the chances that a parent or both parents are on the spectrum, or even other children in the family, they also going to be on the spectrum, okay. Because this is like scientifically proven. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is she was, this haloed heart sees here veneration, sensuality, gentleness, and nakedness. Forget about the sensuality. Okay, this veneration, gentleness, and nakedness is standing out today, because nakedness speaks of being vulnerable, being authentic, showing, being true to yourself, not being afraid of being yourself, okay. And in this video, he has these stems. Most people know that people that have ADHD or that are on the spectrum have stems, okay. And he was like skipping and he was very happy. And she made this video where he was like a child. He's 16, 17 years old, okay. He's asexual, and he's not mentally handicapped. He's very smart, okay, very smart. But the way he processes information, the way he does things are different, okay, because of being on the spectrum. So he basically skips and is dancing, and is in such a gay and happy mood. And while she's talking over the video, and she's laughing, and they're both laughing, and they're both happy, and she says it baffles her through the years, which I can totally relate with. When you meet somebody that's on the spectrum, or this person has autism, and you see this in them, the fact that this innocence that they have, this purity, they have this innocence and purity about them, and it shows, okay, in how they interact with people. Okay, I don't want to say it's a naivety, that sounds so, no, I wouldn't say purity, okay, and sincerity. And she says through the years she's seen people that want to, it's almost like you see a light in someone, and this light is so beautiful and so pure, but because your personality is so dark and so full of ickiness, you want to dim that person's light, and you want to, because this innocence and this purity that this person projects bothers the demons inside of you. Okay, so it's almost like the universe is telling you this gentleness and this nakedness and this authenticity, there is going to be a veneration. It's almost like God, the universe, your guides, your ancestors. There's something precious and pure inside of you, and you need to embrace it. You need to not be scared to be, I'm not telling you to go just hand out your energy to anyone, but don't be scared to be yourself, okay? Don't be scared that when other people are mean or they are rude, that's just a projection of who they are. It has nothing to do with you, okay? I think in May there could be an energy here with Mercury that will bring fluctuations in your emotions, maybe with your interactions with people. And this is why you got this card, because you might miscommunicate, or there might be miscommunications, okay? I don't know if there's going to be a Mercury retrograde soon, I'm not sure, but I know there is an influence of Mercury in May, okay, for Aquarius moon Vedic astrology. So the universe is advising you to double check your messages, your contracts, and don't jump to conclusions about things. Don't make assumptions about things, okay? Be vigilant in your emotions and your personal as well as your business or work endeavors. Give me another 3 cards, please. With the Hierophant, you got the 2 of Coins, and you got the Justice card. Interesting. Okay, I'm just drinking some water. I'm going to draw another Oracle card now. I'm going to take this deck. Like I said, you have a slow month, okay? And the slow month is basically also telling you to invest in your relationship, spend time with people that you love. You might have a slow, say for, I'm trying to think of something. Okay, I'm going to take myself in this example. Winter month is a slow period for my business because most of my customers are foreigners, okay, and tourists because I live in Cape Town. So there's not a lot of people that in the winter months, winter is approaching. We're in autumn now, excuse me. We're in autumn now, winter is approaching. So there's not a lot of people that want to come to a country when it's cold and winter is approaching. So obviously it's going to be quiet. So a lot of businesses are like that. Okay, it's seasonal. So you basically, in this period, while you're in this resting period, I would say it's almost like a hibernation. Okay, period. Invest in yourself, invest in your family, spend time. Okay. The universe will also, with this Mercury energy, avoid impulsive decisions, especially during the mid-month. This is what I'm picking up. Okay. You also need to, yeah, with this card, yeah, this coins card, this Empress card, and these two coins card in this, it tells me you need to plan and refine things, rework strategies. Okay, if you made past mistakes, maybe in some type of business or work endeavor, you have the opportunity to fix these mistakes. Okay, it's almost like somebody that does pottery. Okay, this person made a pot and this pot didn't come out the way it should have, so they need to refine on a method on how they're going to make it work for them. Okay, because everybody has different, say for instance, I'm going to try and make an examples. When you make petals for flowers with my earrings and stuff like that, a lot of the people, they have tools that they make the petals with, and some people use their hands. Okay, and you have suggested tools that other polymer clay artists use, and then other people make their own tools that they use, and some people don't even use tools. So it's almost like strengthen your skills by working something out that suits you, that makes you feel comfortable, because everyone with this authenticity card here too, with this hallowed heart, you have your own unique way of doing things. You don't need to do things the way other people do it. Do it the way you feel comfortable doing it. Okay. You also have the opportunity to fix past mistakes, maybe in a project. You can rework strategies during this month. And like I said, with this Mercury energy, you need to avoid impulsive decisions, especially during the mid-month. Okay. With this Hierophant card here, there's some aspect of your relationships that yeah, it came through, yeah. But there's some type of aspect of your relationships. Okay. You're becoming more emotionally sensitive towards the people around you, their feelings, what their needs are. And you're also going to be in this energy where you seek deeper connection with people. Okay. Yeah, with this Hierophant and this Justice card, you're going to have this Hierophant comes across as an authority figure, a leader. Okay, this Justice card also, it's also almost like an energy where you're going to come across or handle things in your relationships with certainty, with a authoritative certainty, but not oppressive authority, more like a calm authority. Okay, with this wise woman. Okay, calm authority and calm communication, and honest, being honest here with this Justice card, and here with this Two of Coins, which speaks of balancing things out here. You're going to also be in this energy where you're going to be placed in May in this energy of doing a lot of introspection. Okay, you're going to question some type of direction that you're going to go into. The universe is advising you to use this energy in May as a productive reflection, not something that you feel miserable about, but something that you reflect upon and something that you engage in consciously, so that you can create a good understanding of your way forward. Okay. I'm also getting the energy with this Hierophant card and this wise woman. You need to utilize this month for a lot of meditation, journaling. Okay, maybe reading a few books on philosophy, because this is also going to help you on your journey to gain some type of inner clarity, okay, and to quiet some type of external noise, to cut yourself off from external noise or possible interferences. Okay, so basically the whole idea that I'm getting here with this energy is you, Aquarius moon, the universe is asking you to stop worrying about the progress of whatever a project is or a business. The universe is asking you to concentrate on your inner alignment, okay? Because your inner alignment is more important, the rest will follow, okay? Stay emotionally grounded here with this Hierophant and Two of Coins. And the ultimate advice of the universe is to work with the slow energy instead of against it. Because we all have to go through this type of slow energy at the end of the day when we experience, maybe, I don't know exactly what the slow energy is for you. You could be a student, you wrote an exam and now you're waiting for results. You're a business, you started this business and you're going through a slow period. Okay. So you're being advised not to go against it, but to go with it. So that there is almost like some type of momentum that's going to be gained, which is going to create some stronger phase that's going to come for you in the coming months, okay? It's basically a preparation stage, okay? I told you this in the beginning. Anyway, this is your reading. I'm going to draw a last card and then we're going to finish this reading. Give me a last card for my Aquarius Moon Collective. What last message do you have for them? Please and thank you. Okay, telekinesis. Influence, willpower, control, and obstacles. This telekinesis today speaks about controlling your mind. Okay. And if you control your mind, you control things outside of yourself as well. This is talking about something inside of you. Okay, something mental, because it's a sword. Anyway, this is your reading for today, guys. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing. You're welcome to post stuff on my community. You're welcome to join the members if you're interested. And please, thank you for the comments. I appreciate it so much. God bless you guys. Love you. Bye.